1989. Now our guest here today, you guys have already seen him on the channel before, but we didn't have any video of his state finals matches. In the first video that we done, our guest says that he believes that Vernon Jackson had some tapes. I reached out to Vernon, and he had some of your tapes, and he sent them to us. I converted them, and today we're going to watch our guest 1989 state finals, his first of 3 state championships, and his first of 4 state finals appearances. So, sir, for those that don't know, tell us who you are.
I'm Willie Ennels from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and I'm here.
He's here with the 1989. Now you're 1989, 1991, 1992 state champion, 1992 most outstanding wrestler, 1992 most pins in the least amount of time, and also captain of the 1992 Hopkinsville state championship team.
Yes.
And widely considered to be one of the best wrestlers Kentucky's ever had. Widely, because no matter where I go, after I put your video up, people, we've heard the stories about Willie all these years. You got to get some tape, you got to get some tape. So now we finally have a state finals match, and we're going to let you watch it, man. I'm excited for you to finally get to see this and finally be able to give your tapes back to you. So if you do have the 1991 state finals and 1992 state finals, please reach out to me. Our friend Kurt Zinga from Campbell County, he does have the 1990 tape of you and Migliaccio from Tate's Creek, but I doubt you want to do a review where it didn't go your way from 1990.
It didn't matter.
Okay, well, we're going to do the 89 today. Now, we're really not going to cover too much of our normal questions. How do you get into wrestling? None of that, because we covered that in Willie's first video, and that's going to be below this one in the playlist. But we are going to go over, Willie, your 1989 bracket just as a refresher. You start off the tournament wrestling Troy Dobson from Covington Scott. You win that by a pin. You go on, you wrestle Kevin Bailey from Johnson Central. You win that by a 16-0 decision. You get to the semifinals. You're wrestling one of the Selke brothers, Brian Selke from Louisville Trinity. You win that by a 7-4 decision. Now, it's got your record as a freshman, 34-2.
Yeah.
Okay? And from your opponent in the finals is Troy Adams from Fern Creek. He's a senior with a record of 29-1. You've got a freshman versus a senior.
And one of my losses came from Troy.
Oh, really? Earlier
in the season.
Oh, so you guys knew each other?
We wrestled at one time.
Okay, and it's a battle of the black and orange Tigers.
It's the Tigers.
So
you know for sure a Tiger going to win.
You know for sure you can put the safe money is going to be the person is going to be a Tiger mascot wearing black and orange. What part of the state? That's to be determined. Willie, let's go back to Louisville after, man. Watch you win this first state championship. Let's go.
Let's get it.
There you are, the face-off, and it's going to cut right into the match, right off the whistle. Turn down the volume just a smidge. There we go. It's like you're trying for like a trip or a lift or something like that.
Troy was a pretty solid wrestler.
Right.
He was solid. I was just trying to do what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Throw his game, throw his rhythm off in the match. I didn't want him feeling comfortable.
Right.
He returning state champion, so he know what he's doing. So.
And the senior.
Yep.
And right there, he's like a nice little dump.
Yeah, he dumped me good on that one.
Gets his takedown.
And this is why I didn't want to be with him on that. Because he ride pretty good. He pretty heavy, solid.
Right.
For real. And he know how to stay in position.
So you're doing a good job of getting his hips on the mat.
Yeah. That's why I want to try to get him at least warm down a little bit.
Yeah.
get him overactive.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first time, this is what he done the first time too. And that was the earliest trip to Louisville that we ever took in the season. We never went to Louisville for a dual tournament.
There you go. Like you've lost your headgear.
Yeah, as usual.
Yep, so you wrestle without it. So you know his game. Had Coach Placer or somebody worked with you on defending leg riding between the first meeting and...
We do this. We work on that type of stuff daily.
Okay.
All week.
All right.
It just depends on what type of wrestler it is.
Mm-hmm.
He's aggressive with that.
Right.
He's aggressive.
All right. So
I knew how to maintain, not to get myself in trouble, and just wear him out.
Right. So at the start of the second period, you're down. There was no near fall there, which is a testament to you staying off your back. So on top, what are we looking to do to him? What was the game plan going in, I should say?
Just normal wrestling. Break him down, keep him, and don't give up no big points.
Right.
That's it. Don't do nothing silly. See, just keep him down and just pound him. Other than that, if not, if he get on top of you,
Yeah.
it's pretty much game over. When he on top of his game,
Yeah.
hey, he know how to ride and stand position. Because the first time we wrestled, I had the flu that weekend anyway, so I just got to fail for it. Sometimes it seemed like he underestimated me.
Right.
Didn't think I was going to be that aware and ready for everything he had to do.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get him and ride his hips the way he would do, he didn't like being in that position.
All right. So did they give him one? Yep, they gave him 1 point right there for an escape. Or no, they didn't either.
Look at that African gene.
Yep.
That must stay loaded. Yeah. Oh, he was strong too. Like, he was strong and solid. I'm telling you, if he rode you, it felt like you had a heavyweight on your back.
Really?
Yeah, he knew how to lock in position and stay and ride.
All right. But you're doing a good job on top of him, though.
Yeah.
I mean, we're out. So it's 2-2. You got some near fall right there. What's Coach Placer telling you?
Nothing much. Nothing really. Just you in there. Just stay right there. Just keep doing what you're doing. That's it. And they would let me know if I was in trouble.
Right.
Just keep doing what you're doing. They seen what I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
He started to gas and fatigue. And that's all I need to do. Just keep adding pressure.
Right.
And just stay out of harm's way.
Good recovery right there, because you know you tried that Peterson.
So we always sloppy. I would get sloppy anyway in times like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting tired. I was already tired, so it was just the anxiety of that moment.
Right.
And just hype. You can burn yourself out real quick.
Yep. Headgear off again. But you wrestled through it, though.
Yeah, them headgears look pretty, but they wouldn't work for damn. I love my orange headgear, though.
Yeah, they're sharp. All right. We got stop injury time.
Yeah, he did that several times.
And I believe you chose down here, correct? Start the third period.
I didn't know we went to the third period. How we got that over to the second?
I believe that was the start of the third. Who's filming this for you? Do you remember?
Mike Pace. Coach Pace's son.
Okay.
That truck, he's a fighter.
The gym is packed to the rafters. Also in 1989, you had Jared Trouse on your team, most outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
And the stories I've heard about that dude, he was bad news too.
He's super bad news.
So
Him and Troy, baby.
Yep.
Is on the squad.
He's trying to turn in. You're not having any of it.
Just ride him. Don't let him out.
There it is.
Chain roll.
There it is. Oh, keep walking to his head.
Get them hips out. This match was longer than what I thought it was. But that was my freshman year.
Yep.
That's why my tape was an hour and something long, maxed out.
Yeah. There you go. You got the pin. 26 seconds left in the third period. First time, man.
Yes.
I think the people on your team are just as happy as you are. I was watching this, I was like, man, here they all come.
That's Ernie right there.
Oh, is it?
Most tournaments he was at, coach let him get the point.
And here you are on top of the medal podium with the best warm-ups in the game. Now those jackets.
That's what they gave all state champions.
That was
year. And that was the only year they done that too.
really.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see one, like, actual one still in existence.
Mine's got burnt up in a house fire.
I think you told me that on the first video we done. And that's all we got. Let me get this old blue screen off here so it's not blue on us. There we go. So, Willie, man, you got to watch your 1989 video. What do you think about it?
It was awesome.
Good. I'm glad that
And look who I'm watching it with.
me,
Mr. Alex Green, baby.
the
I mean, the best in the business right now.
the one and only, and like when people watched your first video, there's certain age demographic, that late 80s, early 90s, that remember you, that like Willie Ennels, when you talk about Willie, it's like Muhammad Ali's in the house, or whoever, I don't know, Mike Tyson's rolled in, that you still have people still remember you.
Yeah.
You are such a memorable performances on the map, whether it was state tournament, whatever tournament you was at, people still remember Willie Ennels wrestling all these years, 30 years later.
Yeah.
This, we just, come out of your 30th year, I guess, anniversary of graduating high school. But before I started this series, you can get on the KHSAA website, look at all the brackets, all the years and stuff, and you go through, you look at them, and they'd always have like the most outstanding wrestler holding the trophy and all that. You go through and you'd look at some of the names. When you got to 1992, and you were you're on there holding the trophy, you see that photo of you holding that trophy, and you're just like, this dude is cool. This dude knows he's the best wrestler, and he just knows he's the main event of the whole state tournament. Just by looking at it. Like, if the KHSAA was making like a fight, fight poster for like, Mayweather, Pacquiao, Tyson, Holt, whatever, you would be on it just because you had that. I'm the best. I know it. I'm cool. I know it. Ain't nobody gonna touch me. I know it. Just look this from a black and white photo, from a photo scan of a photo scan. All these years later, that's been uploaded to KHSAA, and you still have that name recognition and being one of the best ever.
Yeah. I mean, I started in 6th grade.
Right.
I wasn't even a teenager yet.
And
I got thrown in the fire early.
well,
I wrestled against some of the best, some good ones, especially out of Region 1. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I had a team full of great wrestlers. So.
Earlier today, your brother Gator was here. We done the memorial video. Steve Bailey was here. We done his video. And they were all telling.
That was their senior year when I started.
They were telling stories about you wanting to come to practice, and they
didn't want me at practice.
Well,
my brothers and them did.
Yeah,
They
that's
wanted
what
to always keep the little kid at home.
that's what they were saying, that we had to throw him out of the truck sometimes, throw him in the truck, throw him over the fence, whatever.
Yeah.
He wasn't coming to practice with it. We made sure we threw him over the fence, threw him back of the truck, whatever.
I was ragdoll material to them cats.
Hey, but it paid off for you though.
Yeah, like they said, just keep doing what you're going to do.
Yep.
Your senior year, you're going to be the man.
And
Hey,
you were.
at 2, before my senior year, I was in the state semifinals. My 8th grade year, freshman year, every year, 5 straight semifinals.
Right.
But they said my senior year, it paid off.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a team title.
He did. And one of only 3 team titles, Hopkinsville won 85, 86, and 92.
And they won the second one my first year.
Yep.
See, I was a good luck charm.
Exactly.
But they didn't want me there at practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't want me there at practice, but I was a good luck charm.
So let that be a lesson. If your little brother or little sister wants to come to practice, maybe one day they'll turn out, be a 3-timer state champion, most outstanding, and have one of the, I guess, most recognizable names in Kentucky wrestling history. So if you haven't seen my Facebook, I done a video of horror movie villains versus Team Kentucky, and I'm gonna kind of let Willie know there's going to be another one coming that he might play a big part in. So that's what we call a tease in the entertainment business. I'm not going to say what it is, but Willie will be he'll be featured.
I don't do scary movies.
No, this ain't scary movies.
Nah, it sounds scary.
No,
I'm
it's not.
goosebumps now.
I promise. It's not scary
It's gonna be
movies.
broad daylight with a whole bunch of security lights on us. I don't do scary movies.
It's not scary movies. I promise.
You say it's not a scary movie. I tried to watch your last one. The music, no, man. No, I don't do that. I'm a 3-time state champion. I ain't saying I'm no macho man. But
Right. But you had the Merritt Maulers on that team.
Yeah, you had some monsters. They scary.
Oh yeah.
I mean, come on.
The guys from Scream, they were up against the Merritt Maulers and Miguel and Livingston. We know how that would turn out in a real life situation. But there's going to be another one coming, and Willie's going to play a big part in it. So Willie, man, thank you for being here. You have anything to say to wrap this up?
Thank you, Alex.
No
Keep
problem.
doing what you're doing. Hey, let's stay creative with this. Because, hey, man, this bring back a lot of memories and good, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, this help people. This is like a therapy-like session. I mean, everybody like it.
Yeah.
I like what you're doing. I like your content. You reaching out to more and more. Let's get some female wrestlers.
Well, it's just matter of time. It won't be this season because as we're filming this, it's November 12th, 2022. We do have female or girl wrestling, I should say, in Kentucky. I would say next year, the 23 at the earliest, 24 at the latest, KHSAA will adopt female girls wrestling as a sanctioned sport, which would kind of be poetic because Kentucky's first year as an actual state tournament was 1964. So if we, adopt girls wrestling in 2024, that'd be, 60 years from the first time boys wrestling was established to when girls wrestling was established. So I think it's, like I said, it's going to happen. It's just, next year or the year after. But again, if you have any of the years that I don't, you guys are seeing the list here of the years I do have currently at the state finals. If there's a year I don't have, please reach out to me, especially anything in the late 80s, early 90s, so we can come back and show Willie his 91 and 92 tapes, especially that 92 tape. I really want to get my hands on 92 tape. There's a lot of guys that I want to get with on that 92 tape. I want to get Willie's most outstanding match and be able to show it and let the youngsters see just how Hoptown done it back in the early 90s.
80s through 90s,
80s through 90s. And for the youngsters, I think some of these guys take great offense for whenever you come to me and you say, I really enjoy watching your wrestling tapes from the late 1900s.
The what?
The late 1900s. Instead of like the late 1800s, now the youngsters are saying the late 1900s.
Well, that was the last era of the dinosaurs back then. So
yeah, so
all
you're
them cats back in that late 1990s. Yeah, that was some monsters.
I'm not trying to say that the late 1900s guys are old, but when the youngsters are saying the late 1900s, it's where we're at on that.
Call us whatever, but you love watching us dinosaurs.
That's right. Some of the most viewed videos are from the late
and you see
80s and early 90s.
Alex Green.
Alex Green, different breed. Be sure to share, like, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. That's all we got with Mr. Willie Ennels. We will see you guys on the mats.